What is the one main thing that so many of, not even just so many of my clients, me, I've been on an intensive healing journey for about 12 years from so much trauma in my life that led to mental health diagnoses, and it led to addictions. It led to so much. And one of the things that kept me stuck for a period of time on my journey, and I see it keeping 80% of people stuck, is illusion. And the illusion is what the brain does to keep you stepping into your healing journey without going so deep it feels uncomfortable. So the illusion is, if I just do this course, do this healing, everything will be better. The illusion is, I'm never going to change. I don't need to change that. I don't need to walk away from that. I just need to change how I deal with it. The illusion that I can handle what's thrown at me, I don't need to change it. The illusion that that's not what's bothering me, it must be something else. The illusion that I'm not really down and depressed, or things aren't bothering me, I just don't know how to feel joy. I just don't know how to feel connected. The illusion that you can't change anything. The illusion that you're never going to change. Things aren't going to get better. The illusion that you can't change people. There are so many illusions that the brain creates for you. And the illusion quite often shows up as, I'll go to this group because I think this group is right for me, but I won't go to this session because I think I can't be bothered. It's not worth me doing that session. When that is a session that actually would have done the most for that person. And because unconsciously this is known, the brain creates reasonings as to why it doesn't go. The brain knows unconsciously, and the body and the energy knows unconsciously what it needs to heal. So it will avoid it at all costs. So you, and majority of people, myself included, want quick fixes. You want instant gratification. You want to feel change quickly. You want to feel things getting better overnight. You want to see the outcome to what you're doing quickly. And that just is not the case. So then the brain, if it doesn't see that, believes it's not working. Believes you're not healing, I'm not healing, you're not growing. Because what the brain can't conceptualize is that every bit of energy you put into something is creating energy down the line you're going to step into. But the brain is a mechanical engineering program. It doesn't conceptualize and understand energy. It doesn't understand faith in something greater. The brain is a mechanism, a programming. Your higher self and intuition that's dulled down because illusion is so great is what will tell you to explore as many things as you can. And if there's anything I say to anyone on a journey of self-exploration, of self-growth and healing, is actually go to the things that you think you don't want to go to. Do the things that you think are not going to bring you anything. Do the courses. Go to that workshop. Do the things that you would necessarily not be interested in, because these are the things that are going to bring you the greatest growth. If you keep choosing the activities, the workbooks, the people, the readings that are comfortable, you're only going to get comfortable things in that perimeter, because you're not stepping outside of your comfort zone. Your brain, with the illusion, is not allowing you to do something it's not used to doing, because it doesn't want your body to feel uncomfortable things. Because somewhere along the line in your life, uncomfortable things was too much. And as a child, you weren't taught how to navigate uncomfortable things. So now as an adult, the only way that you can try and control uncomfortable things is by keeping them at bay. But then you have a problem, because change creates uncomfortability, and change is needed for growth. Without change is stagnation. So people want change and growth to come out of the stagnation without the uncomfortability that change and growth brings. But that's just not going to happen. People are wanting, so this is where people get caught in a trap of doing sub-level spiritual work, enjoying an energy session, listening to that podcast, going to a workshop once a year or a work group every now and again. You need consistency. If you don't have consistency to showing up to your journey and exploring a sense of self through workbooks, worksheets, and you don't have consistency to making yourself a hobby, then what you're really doing is you're just appeasing that part of you that thinks you're healing. You really are, and I see this a lot, and I did it myself. You're doing the things you think you need to do to heal, but it's keeping you comfortable because you're never stepping out your comfort zone. You're never doing things that are uncomfortable because it's change. And I get that. Change is scary, but if there's something that you're going to learn, if there's something that you have to shatter the illusion that the only thing that'll ever help you grow is change, the only thing. Now, the problem with change that you are all making is you are trying to make too big a change too quickly. You're trying to lose 2 stone in 2 months. You're trying to walk Kilimanjaro in one go. You're trying to change a behaviour in 6 weeks. And that's the illusion the brain creates as well. It's almost a trap, because the brain is setting you up to fail, because there is no way that even if you did lose 2 stone in 2 months, you are not sustaining it without keeping up to such a high, rigorous, because you'll never be happy. You're not walking Kilimanjaro in one go. You need to acclimatise. And it's the same with your healing. You need to do small, consistent things, whether that's each week, you show up to doing a bit of journaling, or each month. So each week you're doing a bit of journaling, then once a month you're going to do energy work. Or on your day off, you take an hour out to actually sit and contemplate how you're feeling, what's going on. Because those that keep busy and just show up to healing things don't heal. So those people doing the actions of healing don't heal. You actually have to create enough space through the illusion and uncomfortable feelings, and feel the uncomfortable feelings, to actually start sitting with yourself. There's no point doing everything all of the time, going to all of these groups and just going to them. If you're going to go to a group, you have to go to the group and you have to immerse yourself in the group. Just going to it and getting it done appeases the brain to make it feel like it's doing something, but it's not. It's just keeping surface level. The illusion in your brain is it doesn't want to feel anything uncomfortable, but the truth is you only grow through uncomfortability. So you have to teach your body to sit with uncomfortable feelings. You have to teach your brain, and what I mean by teaching your brain is you have to start not reframing thoughts, or actually creating positive thoughts. These are 2 really detrimental, I believe, self-help tips. Creating positive thoughts all the time, you can't just think yourself happy. That's not how neuroplasticity works. That's not how your brain works. Your brain is a set of wiring. What fires wires. So a long ingrained thought of I am not worthy or I am not good enough creates long ingrained action. You're not changing that, Bob, that I'm worthy. I'm worthy. Affirmations help. But you actually have to start allowing yourself to challenge the thought. You have to start allowing yourself to challenge the thought and to see what behaviours you are doing and how you're feeling about yourself. So you have to start doing feel-good things, meditation, self-connection, creating actions of self-love by saying no to things, by saying yes to things, by exploring and delving into things in an emotional way. You've got to learn to reconnect to your emotions. And that's the illusion the brain creates, because people want to heal, but they don't want to learn or understand what emotions are. The problem with that you have is emotional awareness is the key part of a fulfilling life. Not to always be happy or in a state of peace or to always feel fulfilled, but to understand that when those dark periods come, you have to lean into them, feel them, understand them, but don't become them. You have to recognize that for every summer, you need an autumn and a winter. That spring is just as important as summer, and winter is just as vital as autumn. You have to learn something called the rhythm of life. And the illusion is, it wants you to constantly try and find peace. It wants you to constantly try and find happiness. So it will create illusions to just try and bypass and push things down. It will create illusions that just by showing up to some of the healing work that you're going to heal. You have to learn to lean into the winters and autumns and the painful periods by feeling the emotion, by not becoming it. And if you are somebody who is disconnected from emotions, you've got to start learning to reconnect to them. Because what has happened is you've stopped feeling the bad emotions, which also mean you stop feeling the good. Because you can't just stop feeling one emotion. That's not how your body works. You have to stop feeling it all. So your healing is being hindered by the illusions that your brain is creating. And I ask you to understand in just one area what illusion that you have. So many times we're in relationships that are extremely unhealthy for us, and the illusion is things are going to change in time. It's just going to get better if I just accept more and let more things go. If I just hope for the best. That is a massive illusion. And with the illusion of that, you're just basically putting your life to chance. Yes, it's painful to have to walk away. But it's painful to stay. The illusion is that we're never going to meet somebody right for us. But if you never seek to meet anyone, if you never seek what you want in a relationship, and you seek to understand what you want in a relationship, and you never seek to recognize what a healthy relationship is and looks like, then you're going to have a reinforcement of that illusion. You're never going to meet somebody healthy. What illusions are going on? And I call you to ask yourself this question. Namaste.